Happy Sunday to you. I hope that your week ended well and that it started even better. This one is looking like it's going to be a much better week, at least if we base it off of the few hours that this week has had. Much better start to the day. We got up pretty early because my husband James is working the lights at the church, and so I decided that I was going to be adventurous and make some new breakfast smoothies using these packs instead of just cutting up the fruit myself, just in case, we had coupons and they were on sale too, so seems like a good thing to try out, and I will not be doing that again. These definitely are not time savers, and the fruit tasted about like, well, some things when they're frozen, I guess you have to have better quality fruits when you freeze them, but some of these packs, you freeze this fruit and it tastes like mildly flavored ice cubes, and that's not what I want in a smoothie. If I am going to invest in fruit, I would like it to taste like fruit. So, made them instead with Greek yogurt and some of the fresh fruit that we had, particularly some of the strawberries. They started to soften much faster than they were supposed to, because if I'm going to eat them raw, I personally prefer them a little bit on the tart side and a little bit not quite ripe, because they're a little bit more sour and tart then. But these, they had gone through and they were much softer but perfect for smoothies. So it was a good start to the day, and I appreciated my dad's sermon talking about God being good, and what does good mean? What does that mean exactly, and what do we believe to be true and all of that? And I found it to be really good. Particularly right now there are some very disconcerting things going on within different parts of the writing community, including the Christian writing community. And I'm not going to go into that right now. It's just that it's very upsetting and not very surprising. I mean, these things, there truly is nothing new under the sun, but every time you find out that there are people being hurt and abused, the only thing I will add in this is that the people who do the hurting, the people who hurt other people, don't get to dictate how long the people who have been hurt get to take in recovering, and they don't get to demand that their apology be accepted. It really aggravates me. Yes, I am a Christian and I do believe in forgiveness, but forgiveness is not a right when someone does something wrong. It is still a gift, and forgiveness has so many wonderful benefits. It does so much, but it is not for the abuser to demand that the abused forgive them. No. And there's a lot more that I can say on that, but I am going to set that aside until I can cover it more appropriately. In the meantime, I will be dealing with some work trying to handle actually a couple cases involved, not directly in those, but similar, so it's going to be a little bit draining working on that, but there are other good things that are happening. I do get to spend some time with family. We're actually going to be taking my brothers back to school, and I'm really looking forward to that because we just have a great time. And Elijah, he's the oldest of my three brothers. He's going to be going along with us, even though he's not in college right now, and so we'll get to spend some extra time with him and, just have a great time. And writing-wise, I do have plans. Of course, I'm going to be working on Wilderness Untamed. It's now really flowing kind of the way that I was hoping that it would. I can hear the voices again, I can feel it, and really it just came down to fixing those issues that were just not the characters, when they just weren't working right. Their motivations were off, and I mentioned, I haven't uploaded it yet, but one of the things that I mentioned is a pet peeve of mine in books that I read, but it's a pet peeve of mine for my own stories, is when the characters' motivations do not sync up with their actions. And even if a character's acting illogically, it's okay as long as that matches their motivation and their personality. So now that I finally have my characters in sync, this is much better, and I'm really happy about that. I may still need to rewrite this scene I'm doing 7 or 8 times. Mary might come after me if I keep doing that. I know she's eagerly awaiting it, as are others, but I don't know, sometimes it really does just take writing and rewriting for me to get it. I don't consistently need as many as Ray Bradbury said, the 7 to 8 or even 9 times before a manuscript really gets that fluid feel. Sometimes I need a lot more, and sometimes I need fewer. But it's a really exciting thing to get to see the story taking shape. So Wilderness Untamed continues to be my big project this week going through, but each day I am taking on another smaller project that I need to get done, and I'm splitting my time between the two of them and the law firm. So feel free to share what is something that you're really working on this particular week that you'd like to get knocked out and done, and anything that you hope will happen this week. I will talk to you soon and have a beautiful day. Bye.